Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome. Alright, let's one last invitation. This is the Chess Dodo Arena, formerly known as the Pond the Rapid, Swiss. I'm going to invite all of our members. Yes. Chess Dodo Arena. It's not an arena. It's just the Chess Dodo Arena, Swiss. Message all members. Dear members. Starting soon. 6th round. Swiss. For Pond team. Exclamation. Question mark. Here's the link. Please join, or your soul will be bonded to the abyss. Join, or your soul will be tossed into the abyss. Yeah, I'm crazy. What do you want? Send. Just Dodo Arena. Late night fancy dress with Panda. That's a nice black and white outfit you have there. Thank you. Alright. So, Panda. Look at him. Panda. Hello. Hello. Yeah. I like your profile. Is video buffering? Use a low latency toggle. Toggles. Get your toggles on. What's up, everybody? International Master William Pascal. Until they take my title away. Alright. Crazier than... Whatever. Alright, what's up, guys? 6th round, 10 plus 5 rapid casual. Let's get the tournament on. I am Pandaro, Schumacher, Sparkle Horse. We got some memes going on. Alright. Mocking of stupid names. Let the mocking of stupid things begin. Late night fancy dress in the Chess Dodo Arena. Have you read any good blogs lately? Rewire your brain. Alright. You don't get it? That's your fault. I am Pandaro. Saids. Jan. Morales. That player that shall not be named. Jeroen. Shaki. Are all of you in the tournament? Shaki's not here. Shaki, we expect you to be in the tournament so you can abandon the game in anger and mock people. Alright. Guys, tournament starting soon. 4 viewers. That's not up to date. Please support the stream. Donate. World Senior Teams Krakow. Help the Kraken get his rating points back in a tournament with a decent time control. Because I'm not going to do 90 sudden death anymore. GHM. From Azerbaijan. GHM is 2276. That's pretty solid. Damn. Hey, Pandaro. Thanks for subscribing. 3-month streak. We need more players from France. You must be from the border region. Alright. Border region. Send the Kraken to Krakow. July 1st, I have to go to Poland to play in the World Senior Team Championship. Help me. World Homeless Team Championship. Alright. Sparkle Horse, GHM 777, Morales, VIP, Schumacher, Pandaro, Jeroen. Numbers. Astrobate, Pirate. Come on, guys. We need more than 9 players. Let's get it together. We need more than 9 viewers. And we're starting, you know... I have a fear, though. And my fear is that people don't realize the time change. Astrobate is on top of things, but he's the only U.S. best player. U.S. best player. Astrobate is the only U.S.-based player. Oh, there's another one. Drown the Clown just realized there's a time change thing. I think Drown the Clown is from Nicaragua. I'm not sure. Alright. The Cuban part of Boston. What's up, man? Altisto. Wow. Nice. Altisto. We haven't seen Altisto in a while. 10 plus 5 rapid. No whammies. No clowns. No bozos. Move 11. Earth Day. Late Night Fancy Dress. Late Night Fancy Dress. Who came up with that stupid name? Late Night Fancy Dress Arena. You may get the reference. It's a chess dodo. It's actually not an arena. It's just Dodo Rapid. Just Dodo Arena. With Blogmocking, send Kraken to Krakow. Even if I can't play chess, I'll try to retain my sense of humor. Which some people would debate exists or not. 11 players. We're starting in 6 minutes. Guys, donate. Support Kraken to Krakow. Donate, send Kraken to Krakow. Look, we have 109 days to go. It's a long time, but at the same time, we've got to raise a lot of funds. World Team Senior Championship. I should be going to the World Blind Championship, realistically. Maybe I can qualify for that. World Mentally Handicapped Championship. They have a handicap, but I don't know if I qualify. I mean, I should. Alright. 10 plus 5 rapid casual. 3 minutes between rounds. Unrated is casual. Casual sounds so casual. It merely means unrated. Guys, please support the stream. Please donate. Support Kraken to Krakow. I can't go without your support. My teammates will miss me. Leonid Sokolin, myself, Mark Ginsburg, and one other. Old IMs. Alright. World Team Championship. Coming up in July. I've never played in a tournament in Poland. What was that? We got a donation? Uber driver, 500 bits. Cheer. Happy Tuesday. Is that what day it is? God, I was wondering. Okay. Big Joey. He was fluent in multiple languages. Grammar, too. You had to use was. In. Alright. I'm thirsty. Ready to start 4 minutes. This is going to be a good tournament. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players over 2,200. 2 players who are sandbaggers, at least. Move 11 couldn't make it, but at least he stopped by. Give us the seal of approval. Can we have some new emotes made? I don't know. I can replace them. I can probably get rid of one and replace one. But since I'll never have an average of 75 viewers because I don't subscribe to Thai click farms, or stream on the horrible chess site, I'll never be like a partner on Twitch. Only 6 years of dedication. I can't get more emotes, but I can change the ones I have if you guys want. What's up? I don't use the Joker one, so we should change that one. I should get a Kraken. I should get a Kraken emote. Maybe we'll get a Kraken emote and replace the Joker. All right. 16 viewers. That's his own hair. Whatever that means. That's real hair, bro. We always do fancy dress here on Tuesdays. Yeah, octopus. I have to get my resident artist on it. 12 players. Chess books should be used, as we use glasses, to assist the site. Chess engines is more like it. We should update this. Chess engines should be used as we use glasses to assist the site. But some players make use of them as if they conferred the site. Funny, back in Capablanca's day, there weren't that many chess books to be read. Kind of a funny quote considering how many chess books there are today. I mean, whatever there was back then was like nothing. Imagine like 1930 or something. How many chess books existed? Not that many compared to like the exponential amount of resources available today. Krakow, perhaps Paulson's analysis on the Sicilian. Message. I don't know what that is. Some random dude sent me a message. That's annoying. I hate when people do that. Dude. Random people send you like invites to teams and stuff. Don't use lichess messaging for that. Alright, we've got 1 minute to go. Good luck, everyone. Please donate, support the stream, subscribe, etc. Alright, good luck. Enough advertising, because you know how much I love promoting myself. This is not an arena. It's a trick. It's a Swiss. This is a Swiss, not an arena. I'm not going to get paired with Aldisto. It's all a lie. It's not Chess Dodo Arena. Have you been paying attention? It's a Chess Dodo Arena. No, it's Chess Dodo Swiss. Arena Swiss. Bijak. An octopus with all 8 hands. Octopus's hands. Oh, of course. Of course. I get good old Morales. How's my, oh, we got a request to join the team. Oh, this guy, he was requesting to join our team? Oh, no. I misunderstood. I thought he was, like, advertising some team thing. I guess I should read the message. This is a random message. Thanks. Thanks for that random message. Chess Arena. The Astrobate attack. I've got to focus. No, we're not playing the Hippo Uber driver. Oh, I thought Uber driver was here, but he's not. That's very strange. Isn't that weird? He's got a message in the chat room, but he's not playing in tournament. How does that work? Aw, oh, come on, bro. Bishop F5. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Sanctioning the London system. Shameless. I do the weird thing. One B3 is weird. I mean, let's see. There's a chessable course by Adiban. Hikaru plays it all the time. It's practically like a mainline opening. You're telling me it's a weird thing. Oh no, straighten the board out or pawn gets it. Ooh. Sorry guys, board sizing. I changed the board size yesterday when I was playing off stream. Pawn gets it. The pawn is gonna get it. Hey. Still doesn't fit right. B3, yeah, weird. It's really weird. Extreme weird openings. Anything that isn't like Morales' like mainline preparation is weird, according to him. Window capture. Okay, I'm trying to move the window and it won't let me. If you don't play like mainline E4 or D4, it's a weird opening according to Morales. Flank openings don't exist. You're not allowed to play 1B3, 1 knight F3, G3, anything like that. So he doesn't like it because he can't memorize like 30 moves. Yeah, just play the London system, even though it's banned on my stream. And the weird thing is, like, you're an E4 player. Why the heck are you playing the London system with black as an E4 player? I don't quite conceive that. I don't think I understand that. Why would an E4 player play the London system as black? For me, that's not logical or consistent. Why not like B3, E5? Wouldn't that be more in keeping with your normal type of strategic play? Okay, he can't help it. It's what the engine said to play. Knight C3. I'll just pretend it's the Stonewall attack. Like, where's Stapvar again? He hasn't been here for ages. The most common strategy is to play D3, but the knight I find the knight on D2 to be a bit on the passive side. So sometimes I like to put my knight on this square, where it's a bit more active. Obviously provocative here. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh, no D4. Yeah, I don't like D4 either. I'm going to just end up playing D3 anyway. Unless you want to do like pawn takes pawn. The knight blocks my bishop. So it might actually be worse placed than on D2 in a lot of respects. I think we won't find many games in the old opening Explorer where the knight is pushed onto C3. Anybody here watch Stranger Things, the TV show series? There was the superpower child, 11, could like move things with her mind. I think my opponent had that like on Saturday or Sunday. My opponent made a move and pressed the clock like telepathically, and cost me like 10 minutes on the clock. People think he's autistic, but I think he was like modified in a lab or something by Elon Musk. The move was played and the clock was pressed, and I never got up from the board or seen these moves. I saw no motion on that side of the table whatsoever, and I'm just like, this has never happened to me. I've gotten up from the board, walked around, come back, and not realized my opponent has made a move. But I've never like been at the board and not realized my opponent made a move. This was a new one for me. It was only bishop f8 to g7 and press the clock. So maybe I turned my head and he was like, boop, like real quick, like secretly He did it with his little fingers. Like, I lost 10 minutes on the clock because the sneaky guy. That's dirty. That's dirty too. Try to sneak in a move like while the opponent turns his head to the left and real quietly, like, unbelievable. Sneaky and bad sportsmanship. Jeez. Wow. I mean, whether he did it telepathically or not, it's still bad sportsmanship. I mean, I know people who would like point to the board and be like, "Oh, I just did this," like while you turned your head or whatever. One of my last opponents actually was very sportsmanlike. Tomic. When I like came to the board, he like pointed out his last move. It was really unusual. That's like uber sportsmanlike. Anybody here believe in telepathy? Did I reward him with an accuracy? Who, Tomic? I just made like a howling blunder. Missed a crushing move. But the little sneaky guy, man, sat there for 10 minutes thinking it was his turn. I'll tell you though, these FIDE clocks, you know, one thing I will say about the Western system of like bringing your own clock and board with you to the tournament, I mean, at least you can like get a decent digital clock and bring it to the board, because this like standard FIDE clocks suck. You know, I'll just say that, like, honestly. First of all, the move bar, I mean the bar is terrible. First of all, it doesn't always register, and then, wow, what are you doing? Why did he play that? What is that? Why would you play pawn takes c4? It's a really strange move. And there's no indicator, like it's your move. God, dude, it's like 2024. You can't have like a red blinking light or something on the clock. Jeez. The clocks are terrible. I would get a decent digital clock. Kronos is good. See? Mozart, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the Kronos clocks are good. They have an indicator light, like shows whose turn it is. Oh my God, you know? Wow. Revolutionary. Something to indicate whose turn it is. Amazing. Well, Kronos has to, because otherwise there's no tilting bar or whatever, which it needs a light, but still. The FIDE clocks are pretty bad, the DGT clocks. Alright, Mouse, what are you going to do? Sacrifice a piece on d3? This is the London system player strategy. Preparing to sacrifice a piece on d3. I mean, I can't even count how many times they've tried to pull that on me. What do I do? I'm afraid. How about knight a4? Are you going to sack it? Sack and sack. Snack and sack, New Jersey. Yeah, I agree, Mozart. Kronos is a good clock. They still make them, I assume. Although the DGT, you know, maybe they have newer models. The ones they use at the Hungarian Chess Federation are the basic ones that suck. There was one clock in our tournament last week that like didn't, when you pressed the bar, it acted like it was gonna register the move, and then it like unpressed itself. It happened like 3 times in my game with Tomic, where He had to like remind me that I like pressed the clock, but I didn't press the clock. And it cost me another game where I lost some time. So those clocks, the FIDE clocks aren't great. But anyway, excuses. Capitalist system works better for chess clocks. Bring your own clock. BYOC. Can we just get this over with? It's not an arena. This is a trick. It's called the Chess Dodo Arena, but it's really a Swiss. I'm trying to be funny here. Queen D2. Can I go there? Well, that's a good move. Absolutely. What's wrong with 95? A lot of mobility with this knight on a5. I'm practically inviting f6. Yeah. I'm just making up excuses, but I wonder if people can really move the clock with, move the pieces with their mind. You press the clock on his turn. You mean... Sorry, Sun Prism, I'm not getting what you mean. He got angry that I pressed the clock on his turn. Not clear what you mean exactly. F6 on the board. You forgot to press the clock. Okay, what you should do is just politely like point to the clock or something. If you feel, don't do it yourself. Just like kind of friendly, look at him and point it to the clock, like indicating he hadn't pressed it or something, rather than actually pressing it yourself. Would be the normal sportsmanlike thing to do there. Mouse plays a very surprising kind of game. When is the one move tactic coming? Alright, still learning the etiquette. Well, a lot of people... I mean, I don't think what you did is... I don't know, if what you did is against the rules or anything. It's actually quite polite to point out your opponent, forgot to press the clock, which is essentially what you're doing. You're helping him. So, I don't think that it was like, he doesn't really have... He didn't understand, most likely, what was going on. I think that's the reason why he was angry. Probably. He just simply didn't understand. Touching the opponent's clock. Yeah. The opponent's side of the clock. It's a little bit unusual, yeah. Most likely he just was surprised and reacted like an old person, because we really advocate ageism here. Wow, here we go again. Very strange play by Morales, I think. All about moving the pieces. Pawn structure be damned. Giving up the center. Computer-like. Like his entire game is based upon this strange sort of idea of sacrificing a piece on d3. Alright, man. I mean, I don't think you can really justify that. Maybe an engine can justify it. f6, e5, d takes c. Very strange way of playing. If you give up your 2 pieces for the rook, the London system exchange, you're gonna have like no safety on the white squares at all. You'd have to give up your white square bishop. I don't think he should do that. I think he has to just, you know, play around. Why do I have to get paired with Morales in the first game? I mean, jeez. The most underrated player in the tournament. He's a sandbagger. Should probably be around 2300 in rapid, I would say. Judging by, you're really going to do this like a computer. It's very strange, dude. It's hard to believe this can possibly be right. The Aster mate. If Arsenal says it's not lost, it's definitely lost. That's my usual rule of thumb. The problem with Black's position is like he's not doing this in a vacuum. He's giving up his white square bishop when his white squares look like that. You know, this isn't like just any situation where you're giving up your white square bishop. You literally have no protection here at all. You're going into like the Caribbean sun with no sunscreen. I mean, he wasn't forced to take the exchange. Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you want him to just sacrifice a piece? He's sacrificing a piece. And then you don't want him to take back some material there and just be down a piece? Oh, okay, dude. Whatever. I'm like arguing with one of the viewers while I'm playing the game with 2 minutes left. Seriously. This is happening. In a tournament. I'm not normal, really. I really don't want to give up that pawn. Queen a2. Hey. He's like accelerating on the clock. Just name your amount you want to bet, okay, on your evaluation of that sacrifice. Let's not argue. Let's just put the money on the table and tell me how much you want to bet. Simple. You know, we don't have to like debate it or argue. Just tell me the amount. Back to the other diagonal. I should normally like argue about stuff like this in a random stream where it's not a tournament, but not while I'm playing in a what's supposed to be anyway. Even though it's casual, still. Technically, this is a tournament. I'm not gonna argue with people about evaluating my opponent's sacrifices during the game. Okay. Just playing is hard enough. And Morales is going to try to flag me. Flagiopolis. Flagellation. How about Queen B1? The Acer mate. It's a classic Acer mate. I love this. Hey, how's your white squares? Pretty good indication. Alright. It's under control. Acerbate. Morales isn't a real London System player. He's a fake London System player. He's a faker. Wait, what? He likes piece play, apparently. Play with the pieces, not with the pawns. This is motto. Oh man, rook d2, what is that? How can I never have any threats? He's coming in, queen h3. Jesus Christ. Bishop f5? I mean... f2 looks weak. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? He had king e8 all planned out. That's crazy. What? Alright, back tournament. There's still a game ongoing. Clown. The clown is up a pawn. Who is this clown? Clown from Earth. I'll bet you Morales should have just played like knight e6 and not sacrificed anything and tried to just play chess, because 99% of sacrifices don't work. And the d4 square is a little bit weak. The clown is winning. But this tournament isn't just about my games. So let's see what's happening here. Active clown. Active clown with active king. And white is an active king, but not an active rook. Passive rook, active king. Not good. Dude, Morales, you almost flagged me. Sneaky fast. Those 3-0 games really have an impact on your speed, but position was just too too hard to play. But I understand, why do you play b3, d5? Why not b3, e5? I don't get it. Like, you're an e4 player. You always play one e4 with white, and then you're black against b3. Why would you not play b3, e5? Knight f3 is a legitimate problem if you're an e4 player. Like, that I understand, but I didn't play knight f3. I played b3. So you would normally play knight f3, c5, maybe. Alright, guys, this is not good. Everyone is toast. So let's see, any upsets? Pirate got a bye. Arsenal fan came in late. Well in. I'm sorry I didn't get your request to join the tournament in time, so he was counted as late. Nedeye, and then Ruin still playing, and then Morales, Schumacher lost to Aldisto. Uh-oh. Wow, what was that? Oh no. It's a Dutch. The Dutch. My favorite opening this week. No real upsets. Oh my goodness. Could the active king save the day? Oh my god. What? Maybe this clown... Does the clown have no endgame technique? Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. This is insane. Clown, your king is supposed to shoulder him somehow. He's not... Oh my god, it's a draw. Isn't it? I thought this was over. I thought Ruin was dead, and somehow he saves the game. Damn. He's shouldering Black's king. Schumacher, you're like 200 points higher rated than Schumacher. And you're worried about Schumacher? No, you guys are the same rating. Aldisto, it's 2,400. You and Schumacher are both underrated by 1 to 200 points. I can't believe... I thought Jeroen was dead to rights. Wow. Nice save by Jeroen. How did that happen? Wow. He got counterplay with the active king. But it didn't look like it had to happen. You know, I thought the Drown the Clown was too fast there. I mean, with the play, you know, I didn't think that Aldisto could get a pass pawn moving along in time to compete with Black there. Nice save. Minor upset. The Hobo. Bozo the Clown with half point. Jack Young. National Master Jack Young. Not quite. Alright, 2 minutes to go. We got 6 rounds of Chess Dodo. Chess Bozo. We should do Chess Bozo Arena. Fancy dress. Pondo's wearing his tuxedo. And I'm in black. That's a nice tuxedo, Panda. Antonio, oh yeah, it hurts. The London system. You played the London system in a very non-standard way. Because you don't play the London system. That's the problem. You're not a true London system player. It's good that you're not. You're not really one of those. I read this like yeah, but you're playing it wrong. You like traded off your central pawn. What are you doing? Why did you play d takes c4? It's still the London system. It's the same thing. You're playing the same exact thing. With black or white, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You disagree. Okay. Well, you're trading off your central pawn on d5. It goes against every fundamental principle of chess. So it's no longer a London system when you, or Lasker, whatever. When you play d takes c4 now, it's like you turned it into some kind of English, as if we had played like c4 and e5. But in so doing, you know, you tried to force a structure that you're familiar with. But in doing it, you had played h6. Well, I agree with me that you're trying to force your will on this position where it's like not appropriate there. No draw first. I'm just gonna play in Zen mode. Do we have to have draw? Can I see draw first in Zen mode? By the way, can I? Ask a question. Will I see draw first if it's Zen mode? God, I hope not. I don't want to see any draw first till the end game, okay? What? What happened to b4? Krakow. Kraken. He learned the white side of the Krakow overnight. He was playing b4 before, but suddenly knight f3. Forcing your will on the position. Bishop d3. Yeah, what's up with this? Why is this bad for me? Triple pawns isn't a problem, right? I can do that here. I just don't want to see the draw offer. That's why I have it in Zen mode. Is Nefyadov here? He likes draw offers. You were threatening b4. Wait, what? Oh my god. It was what? I don't know what you're talking about, but threatening? I was threatening nothing in that position. I'm black in a ready. I don't think that I have any threats. Wow, queen b3 check. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. First move you can think of. So first option is like sacrifice a pawn. The second option is to play queen b5. And the third option I thought was to do like queen e4 check. trying to play c5, but it's too dodgy. I think I have to play queen b5. Schumacher went offline without drawing. But maybe it wasn't intentional, dude. Serbian internet, you know? He might have had to get on the bus or something. I mean, he might have done that before, but not so early in the tournament. He's not like a rage quitter. Man, this is... White doesn't know any theory. Just goes with the flow. Go with the flow, man. I would be surprised, although our play has been somewhat logical. It's so out of the ordinary. I would be surprised if there were any games in Opening Explorer at this point already. Major question. Where to place my knight? Forget about the G file. That's done. C6 or D7 is really the big question. Rather than mindlessly putting my knight on the most active initial square, or the most advanced initial square, let's think a little bit deeper about the position. Maybe my knight is better poised to go to b6, where it has a future, and on c6 it did have one thing I didn't think long enough about, but I didn't like d5 disruptive sacrifices, but maybe that's just not something I have to necessarily be afraid of. I could drop back to e7 with a c6 knight. No, I mean, if he did d5 right away, I can probably take it, and it's probably unsound. But the longer I sit there, you know, the longer he might have this potential sort of sacrifice with d5. But I do think that I might have had the idea of knight c6, knight e7, blockading the d5 square. But it's complicated, you know. You've got a4, b4, c4, and now my knight is sitting on that square. I need to develop my pieces here. Need to develop pieces. If bishop c7, I hit him with knight d5. I'm stopping at a4. There is a chance my king can centralize at d7 and not have to castle here. Just by the way, like any kind of Kraken or the structure where there's a white bishop that can go there, forget about the G file. Don't even think about it, because bishop g3 stops everything. You'll never have any play on the half open file in this type of position. Rook e1. So I want to develop my pieces. White's play is very rudimentary and logical. But I would argue that white lacks any kind of long-term forward plan in this position, and black's pawn structure is more dynamic. You know, having doubled pawns gives me extra half open files that white doesn't have. Double pawns aren't necessarily bad, especially when they're like compact. His play is kind of reminding me of like a very sort of weak engine or something. Maybe not a weak engine, like an old engine or something, like I'm playing against the phone. Feels like I'm playing against the phone. So now I have to decide what to do with my king, you know. Black's Black's slightly better, but it's... White has tactics with the d5 type of sacrifice again, so you may not want to put the king on d7 necessarily. If I play rook c8, I can't castle. Rook g8 doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know if I want to commit myself to putting the king on d7 necessarily. Damn. You play like a Nokia. You do. You had d5, and that was your plan, and you didn't play it. So tactically, you had d5 there. Huh. Now I go knight d5. No more d5 for now. You had d5. d5, knight d5, rook d5, pawn d5, bishop d6. And if king d7, bishop takes e7, I can force an exchange of rooks, but I'm down 2 pieces for rook there. I don't know if I'm okay, you know. Does white have a threat in this position? Not at the moment. So I think we can go here. Doesn't move pawns. Very Nokia-like. No pawns, just pieces. You play like an Indian 1400. Also, you know, it's a player who's played b4 against Kraken repeatedly, a couple times against me, some weird b4 line. This time he didn't do it. So I don't know if he's regressing back to his former system or if this is something new. I don't play the Kraken much because the Kraken doesn't like me historically. I like the Kraken, but the Kraken doesn't like me. So you play like my Nokia. Homeless chess master. No. Late night fancy dress. You're just asking for it with that stream title. And chess Dodo. I like chess. I like Jesse, but just yeah. Chess Dodo. You got me into an opening trap. Does the Kraken like anyone though? Good question. It's very popular, you know. Have you noticed that, Mozart? I mean, every 3-year-old like knows 20 moves of theory in the Kraken. It's kind of like the Yugoslav attack of the dragon. Let's see. I mean, sometimes I wonder if I ever won a game in the black side of a Kraken, but I think I can remember like 1 or 2. But very rarely. I lost another one by transposition into it. Well, it was a Nimzo, but I lost to Panov basically last week, 2 weeks ago. Wow, knight f1. And the Nokia. Nokia keeps on ticking. Wow. That's a serious Nokia. It's like you religiously refuse to move pawns. It's very strange. What's it that you don't like about moving pawns? Why do you hate pawns so much? What do you have against pawns? When's the draw offer coming? If I've ever won a game with black in a Kraken, it couldn't have possibly been a main line. And I definitely, like, I don't know, maybe once. I think any games I've ever won with black were non-main line, non-advanced variation. I've only ever won games maybe in the sidelines. I've never won a game in a mainline Kraken except like once against the 2100. No, robotic is a little harsh. I think it's more like a mobile phone. Looks like you played the Stonewall attack. I had games like this against Stat Bargain. It was really tough to beat him, even though he had a terrible bishop. Ultimately, Charlie Hertan, who Mozart probably remembers, he used to say that, like, sometimes your bishop is so bad, it's better. Speaking of risk averse, for the risk averse, Rook e5 is really annoying. You know? So what do I do now? Well, I don't necessarily care if... Do I really care if you, like, take on d5 and I have isolated pawns? What really matters is the... Oh, you're hanging a pawn here, but you're not. But you're almost hanging a pawn. But you want to trade a pawn. I just saw rook takes d4. It took me, like, 3 years to see it. Okay, rook takes d4, rook takes b5. It's an exchange of pawns. That's a good exchange of pawns for me. In the vacuum. But still, it kind of reduces my grip a little bit. My queenside minority attack is sort of my main thing. So I'm thinking like b4. No, but he'll get like b4, take. If he gets a rook on e5, I'm really going to be in trouble. King d7 is possible. Just keeping the grip. And then the other moves like rook d6. White has good chances to hang on for a draw here, despite how really gross his play has been, kind of like really risk averse. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. Ultra risk averse. Now what do? I can maybe put pressure on the f4 pawn. Rook d2 is overrated. I mean, but rook, yeah, it's weird to play something else. Rook a4. That's a strange move, isn't it? Strange and beautiful. Because ultimately, what am I doing here? I'm going to play bishop d6. I'm going to play bishop d6, try to attack his f4 pawn. Is that the plan? That's the plan. Bishop d6, attacking his f4 pawn. Okay. Deep plans are us. Hey, your f4 pawn is attacked. What are you going to do about it? Five out of 6 moms recommend GIF. Or is it Skippy? I can't remember. Some kind of peanut butter. Dude, your pawn is attacked. What is your problem? B4 loses a pawn. C4 loses a pawn. You have one move that doesn't lose a pawn. Why are you thinking? Oh, you don't like your rook on b3. Oh, sorry about that. I thought it was a great square. Rook placement. That's funny. Rook f1. Rook f1, a6, rook b3, and then rook cc4, Sisyphus. Rook Sisyphus. When I could put my rooks on c4 and a4, nothing bad could possibly happen there, right? I mean, come on. Is the draw for? Imagine if I put my rooks on a4 and c4 and he has a rook on b3. You're like asking to get forked. Rook takes b7, followed by king takes b7, b3, forking my rooks. Fork University. Why is he like using so much time? I've never seen him use so much time before. Yeah, he should be happy to lose a pawn, right? But Black's position has coordination. My original plan was to play bishop c5 check. Cut his rook off. What did I play? Bishop d6. Yeah, I had a strange hallucination. I mean, the original plan was bishop c5 check. I could have just played that. Really, maybe it's even better. Did you just flag? Are you offering a draw, or what's going on? Wait, did you move? Oh, you did. Now check doesn't work, so I have to play a6 anyway. But I mean, the point was to cover the e5 square. So I think objectively, like both bishop c5 check, blocking his rook, and bishop d6 were fine. Although, in this variation, he's improved position of his other rook. So objectively, that probably didn't help me. But still, white has some issues here. White is down a rook. Hey, so what if I play b5 and like seal it in? You know, like the mafia? Those like mafia stories where people got like, you know, sealed into the wall or whatever. Like, that has to be bad for him, right? Piercing pagoda. It's the piercing pagoda at the ball. Wait, rook takes b5. Alright, yep, he survived to fight another day. It's a practical decision. He made a practical decision. A piercing pagoda. He's got the yeah, that's a weird position. Rocks. Well, at least you didn't lose any material. Alright. You should offer a draw there, really. Because, I mean, material is equal. Oh, Clown is playing again. Wow. Alright, we can take off the... Since I don't have to fear a draw for here. Wellensitik. Uh-huh. What does that mean? Wellensitik 20. Mozart lived in Switzerland. I don't know which part of Switzerland you live in, but you might know German. It's an we've got a German player here. Okay. Oh, Pandaru is actually from Germany. Okay, that's even better. Screw Switzerland. They have like 4 languages. We'll get a German to answer the question. So it is the name of a bird. Drown the Clown. What are we doing here? Trying to lose on time? Facing a back rank assault? Drown the Clown. This looks like an easy Drown the Clown draw. Drown the Clown was trying to win. I think that's the problem. Your German is as good as your Kraken. Uh-oh. Does that work? Well, this is definitely drawish. Any 2100 with a German name worth their salt is not going to lose a symmetrical king and pawn game. I'm not sure about these moves, though. Wow, okay. Maybe that's good enough. White's got a little edge, though. It seems like on the flank. Isn't F5 kind of scary? F5. Take King E7, King F3, King F7, King G4, King G7, King H5. It looks like he holds. Black gets over there in time. Now maybe King F3 is better. Maybe. More than maybe. King F3 was a good move. So this is getting like very marginal, but it looks like Black's still hanging on. If he plays accurately. Very important how you play this move now. Vital move for Black. In fact, is Black better? Is Black winning? It's impossible. It's not winning. It could be Black's winning? Oh my god. That's crazy. Is Black winning here? Oh my god. Is King F3, does that hold? Jeez, Drown the Clown is going to lose on time. Oh no. Oh no. And accurate. Jeez. That is sick, bro. I mean, is Black lost on King F6? There's no way. I can't believe it. He moved his king outside to try to win. And then after King F6, you're suddenly like, oh shit, maybe Black's winning? Oh my god, it's winning. That's just like unfair. Well, he's just like lost. Yeah. He's lost after King G4. Jeez. Yeah, but if King F5, King F3, E4 check. Now what do? You go to like F2. You have King F2. So what we're saying is like here, he lost on King G4. He can play like King G3. So if King F5, King F3, E4 check, King F2, or even King G5 holds. Wow. So King G4 is actually losing. Oh man. Jeez, that's brutal. That's brutal. It doesn't seem fair. That's brutal. You have more active king trying to flank him and you lose. Black was never winning. Man, that's brutal. I couldn't believe it. He was lost, after King F6. I was like, well, there's got to be a move. No. That's a brutal loss. The good thing about Swiss is that you can't play the same player twice. And this is really a trick. It's not an arena. It's a Swiss arena. This is a cool idea. I tricked people into playing, thinking they're playing in arena. Yeah, that's like Mozart. Fork University. Did we already discuss this? That was Larry Christensen's idea. All right. A lot of people have the same good idea. Fork U, man. Welcome to Fork University. Yeah, I'll try bullet tournament for viewers. Bullet Swiss. 2+1. What's the slowest bullet time control? 2+1. Imagine like bullet Swiss. People would freak out, dude. They would lose their mind. No, you don't dare do F5 against knight F3, right? Like my opponent on Sunday, I couldn't believe it. I ripped his face off in this, and then he did it again 3 years later. And I was like, oh man, I can't play the lichess and deferred again. That's supposed to be the best move. I can play the... Where's move 11? The James West. Philidor counter gambit. We looked at this yesterday. Alright, can you believe I looked at this yesterday? The Philidor counter gambit down a tempo with d4 is slightly better for black. You know, so if I play d4 here, I'm playing a tempo down Philidor counter gambit, and black is slightly better. Alright, so that's going too far. Now let me remember. Let me forget. The right move. The best move is knight c3. You can play knight to c3. I guess that's okay. But the subsequent play is going to be critical. What would bet Larson? Larson would probably play c5 here. You could play c5 there, seriously. I don't know if I should do like the d4. I mean, I could just play this like a normal position with g3. I'm not going to try to refute his opening. So what do we end up with here, essentially? Like, close... I guess I could always play d4 at a later date. Like now. How about d4 now? It's never too late for d4. You got another free win? It's not a win. It's a forfeit. Free point, yeah. Alright, so d4, e4, knight h4. d4, e4, knight h4. Bishop g4, f3. d4 is not obligatory. I'm not sure about g3. Well, it's not a bad move. I'm not sure about anything. It's a move. The e2, bishop e2 is passive. d4, e4. d4, e4. Not sure about that either. I'm not even sure about knight c3. This was beyond what I analyzed yesterday. So d4, e4, d4, e4, knight h4, bishop g4, f3, pawn takes f3. This doesn't look inspired. What about d4, e4, knight h4, bishop g4, f3? I'm losing my connection to my other computer. Knight h4 right away. Let's just castle. I'll default to the next move. It's never a bad idea to castle, right? This is not convincing. I'm basically black. I'm not sure about much. B3 is always bad, Antonio, especially on move 1. What's he thinking about? D5? I don't think so. He wants to castle queenside. Maybe he'll play queen D7. Unbelievable. It's like raving. I think I have Bruce Willis disease or something. Aphasia. Maybe that's my problem. You're waving a red flag in front of a bull. I still have D4. D4, E4. Knight H4. Different now. He has D4, E4, Knight H4. Still, I don't like it. I'm not centralizing. But I have D4, E4, D5 now. That's a new move. D4, E4, D5. Pawn takes F3. Pawn takes C6. Whoa. Uh-oh. I like that variation. Now, things could go sideways. You know the other move I was thinking about? B4. But you probably shouldn't do that until the opponent has like committed himself to castling queenside. I wish I had more time. You managed to get some okay position after 1B3. No, I mean 1B3 is completely playable. It's better, it's not like the Owen defense. It's an Owen defense with an extra tempo. 1B3 is probably okay. You know, ask Hikaru. Our man Morales. You're Jim. I always get you and Jim confused because you're Mediterranean and you join my stream around the same time, but Jim doesn't come anymore. He's from Greece. He comes on, he plays Bullet, but he doesn't ever come to my streams. I should send him a message. What about Knight B4? Oh, I should definitely take on E5 there. Yeah, Knight B4 can't be right. I can't believe I was even thinking about Alright, so let's make sure I didn't miss something here, because I really do have aphasia, and I'm very concerned I might miss something. I tend to miss obvious tactics these days. The point was to play D5, pawn takes F3, pawn takes C6. That seems okay to me. You know what I mean? Brah. So nobody's right or wrong here. Nobody has a stable advanced central pawn. Both pawns are not maybe fully supported, although I'm partial to my D5 pawn, to be honest. I don't know. I'm biased. But I don't think I had a good position against you, Morales. Knight C3 is wrong. I have to play the lame Knight D2, and it's just a standard position. I've been playing the ready since 1986. It gets kind of boring after almost 40 years, Yesterday, or the other day, I lost in the Leningrad Dutch, and I looked... I saw a game I played from 1992, and another one from 93. I had forgotten about the one from 92. Anatoly Volovich. I had the guy busted, and I let him off the hook and lost. I said I never lost on the white side of a C6 Leningrad, but it's not true. I did. In 1992, I lost. But I had a winning position and lost. Yeah, Knight B4, interesting. But this I don't mind. Okay. So you have tricks based on stuff like... If I play Knight H4, you play Bishop G4, here we go again. F3 is really not so bad. I want to play Knight D4. Why am I talking about... What's wrong with me? Why am I talking about playing Knight H4 when I play Knight D4? That's a good question. Man, Knight D4, Knight D5. Knight D4, Knight D5, Knight F5, Queen F5. That's crazy. Knight d4, knight d5, knight f5. Queen f5, knight d5, knight d5. There's got to be something here. This is the strategy I used in my... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You still have bishop g4. Does it really matter? Okay, I'm still going to have to play f3. Knight d4, bishop g4, f3, takes. Now what? Bishop takes. But my knight's on d4. My knight's on d4, not on h4 here in that variation. Would you rather have your knight on d4 or your knight on h4? Man, it's so materialistic, bro. Damn. You could have played bishop g4, but instead you did this. I have to have full compensation. There is no question whatsoever. Give me that now. G4, game over. I wish. Rook e1, abandoning the F file. Not ideal. C3. It's kind of lame. C3. C3 is lame. How about something stronger? There's no doubt I can win my pawn back, but it's not, I want more. You know, I want more than to win my pawn back. I want an advantage. Queen e2. Knight f6. And then he's okay, f3. That's lame. See? He can play knight f6 on almost any move. No way I would play black here rather than white. I mean, I have to have a better position. Queen d4. The two bishops. Actually, Augusto likes the two bishops. He usually goes for two bishops. But look at that king. G4. G4 queen f7. That would just drop the pawn, but weaken my king's side. This is a tough one. Queen d4. What is the point of this move? Is there a point? God damn. F3? I can't believe it. There's nothing here. It's crazy. C4, knight f6. You know, maybe I need to be like long term. C4, knight f6, queen b3. Let's go with this. I'm not sure what to play. I think probably knight f6. I'm down a pawn. Long term now. I could provoke him with something like check or queen b3. What if I play queen b3? How is he going to defend b7? Rook b8? That's fine. Castle's queenside? That's fine. Alright. I think we go with queen b3. Knight g5. I don't have any knights. I've lost all contact with the knights. They landed on their side and their antenna is not working. We lost all contact on the lunar night landing. Knight g5. Oh god. Yeah, you can play knight g5. But there's some weird moves, right? Like, doesn't he have e3 there? Okay, it's complicated. He has like e3. It wasn't so simple. I used too much time. He had the weird e3. I don't know. Obviously, I used way too much time. That's my problem. I have ADD. Maybe. Among other problems, but... This position is one of those positions where, you know, the problem is, like, it's harder to play where you're slightly better. You have too many choices, you know, I don't know. I'm down a pawn, I should be able to get it back. There's a million ways to play. Try to get the pawn back. Sack the pawn for dynamics. I don't know which way to go. You know, there's too many choices in my position there. Knight h4, knight g5, knight d4. It's so easy to play when you only have one move, you know, Mozart. I mean, that's... How many games have you lost? Have any master level players lost? Where you play this game and you lost because the other guy played every single move that was, like, literally forced. You know, don't you love it when you lose like that? The guy just simply sat there and you forced him and he made a move. And you forced him and he made another move. And he kept finding only move, only move, only move, only move, and then you resigned, you know? Isn't that a great feeling when you lose a game like that? I mean, alright. B7 is hanging. Black has no obvious threats. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am going to take this pawn. It is mine now. But it's more than a pawn. It's a mentality. Alright. It's a structure. I like to say, like, this type of pawn isn't about the pawn. It's about the structure. I'm not taking just any pawn. I'm destroying his... It's a you know, it's a family, it's a house, it's a home wrecker. My queen is a home wrecker. Alright, so if knight takes f2, how do you answer bishop e3? Among other questions. We're going to find out the answer to this. I don't think he's going to go knight f2, you know? Anyway. I think he's in trouble. His white squares. And honestly, Augusto, as I said earlier, he's a player who is actually quite strong with the bishop pair. So if you've got someone who knows how strong the bishop pair is, they know how to use it, they like to play with the bishop pair, he must be, like, aware of his situation here. He's now down a pawn, and white has the bishop pair. Now maybe my dark square bishop on c1 is a little overrated, but it's not bad. It's certainly not worse than his bishop on e7. What happened here? Weren't you lost? Damn. Arsenal fan rallies. Is Arsenal still in the tournament? Or did he leave because I didn't engage in arguments with him? I have my wife for that. You know, I don't need to have arguments about positions and stuff. If I want to, like, argument, I mean, I can, like, find my wife. Alright. Just kidding. We love Arsenal fan here. But is he still here? What happened here? Weren't you lost? Wait, are you talking about this game? Surely, Antonio, you weren't talking about this game. The question isn't whether I was lost. The question is whether I'm winning. Right? Rook e8. What am I doing? Good question. Check. I'm resisting the temptation to play. Jeez, bishop f6 is the idea, I guess. So what do I do now? Bishop f4? He has some chances of counterplay. Chances of meatballs. Damn. Bishop f6 gives him some sort of counterplay. Cloudy with a chance of counterplay. h3. I guess this is the best. I don't know. I need a square for my bishop. Real bad. Real bad. Damn it. Damn it! I'm collapsing. Now here come. He's gonna kick in with the bullet skills. The bullet skills are kicking in any moment now. It's 10+5, so we can't play absolutely for time. Amazing how many. Wow. Aldiso has 30,000 blitz games now. Dude, that's a lot. Wow. Bishop d4? I don't like it. Damn. Rook b1. What are you doing there on e5? What's that about? My bishop short of squares? Aha. Aha! King g2 is like the worst possible move. Probably. Why would I play that? Literally the worst possible move. Now, I still don't have it. I still don't want to go there. My pawn chain. Can you leave my pawn chain out of this, please? 37 seconds, dude? I guess I should put my rook on b1. What's up? Welcome to the Dodo Arena. Dodoville. You're not going to get me with any of your little tricks. How's your... Hey, what's up? Heinrich Danielson. Nice pawn structure you got there. That's a nice pawn structure you've got there. Wow. F4, anybody? Like weakening my king side, but this move needs to be considered. I might regret this. Defending the dodo. The dodo of defense. And bishop c3. Damn, he's a defensive genius. Not a joke, man. You are a defensive genius. Wow. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. No, he's literally a defensive genius. Check. I see. Wow, you didn't go there. A surprising move. Going for that. Damn, where's my time, dude? Dude. He has like a defense to literally every move. It's unbelievable. Knight f7. I mean, that's insane. And I played bishop c7 like a sucker. I'm going back. I'm not going to take your knight on f7. Forget it. Not unless I'm winning a clear pawn with no compensation. No, his defense is very subtle, you know. Now knight g5 or something crazy? I don't think so. That's insane. I need a good move. Hey, rook a8! Why not rook a8? Oh, knight e5, of course. This is better than the other one. Unbelievable. Guy, extremely tactical. Knight c6. Okay, that's gonna go, I guess. Open file. Open sesame. Wow, this is crazy. How am I down on time, dude? He's 2193 in bullet. 2193 in bullet. Only. Wow. Oh my God. This isn't normal, dude. Rook a2. Great game. Really well played. Totally deserved the win. This is insane. You're totally lost the whole game. And you find perfect defense with tactics in like time pressure with rook a2. It's so disgusting. I lost a game like this yesterday to a guy. I thought he was cheating. Oh my God. You play like perfect defense with no time. And I'm like lost. I have to play rook takes b6, but I thought I was lost. How am I not lost? It's a miracle. It's like a miracle that I'm not lost here. This is so weird and sleazy. Like, he made 3 inaccuracies during the game. Are you effing kidding me? 1 blunder? What blunder? So after that, after achieving a minus 3.6 position, he never made an inaccuracy. I give up, dude. I give up, dude. I mean, it's just so weird. You're lost like the whole game, and you win. And his bullet rating is 2190. It's not like he's like super bullet man. He's only 2190. Whatever, dude. I give up. The time players just win no matter what. At the end of the day, I don't know what time control is. Why do we have no chat since Morales like an hour ago? There's nobody in the chat room. It's weird. It's just it's sickening, dude. I just can't stand to lose to people who have a lost position the whole game. I mean, he just has lost the whole game and he wins, you know, at the end. I mean, it's like really strange, dude. The guy has literally 30,000 blitz games. 30,000 blitz games. You have 30,000 blitz games. Look at his rating. Look at the chart. His blitz rating never went above 2377. What the fuck, man? 2436 max. Rapid rating. But the bullet? I don't get it, man. He never loses a game. It's very strange. He's lost the whole game. He played Snedsteg. Schumacher, perfect game. Schumacher just left the game. I didn't understand what happened there. So Schumacher got like disconnected. No, White resigned. He resigned. I guess something came up and Schumacher got... Or he decided that he had no chance and just resigned. I don't know. This is just so weird. How can I just like... Guy, he just doesn't need to use any time. It's unbelievable. Why are you not like 2600 in bullet then? If you're that good in like very, very tight situations. I don't understand. You know, it's weird. Even I was like 2400 in bullet. The round began. Are you serious? Jesus Christ. I'm just so angry at myself. I did the same thing yesterday. I crushed this guy the whole game, and then he played for time at the end, and I lost. But that was non-increment. I mean, here I'm losing a piece, like... I can't believe you could defend that position. And have more time than me. You must have lost positions, like, constantly. Because you play so well in lost positions, you don't even care, you know? It doesn't even affect you. Unbelievable. So grumpy. I don't mind losing, but I don't like losing winning positions, you know, because of time. Even in 10+5. What do you mean Aldisto made it to 2400? Someone on sound. It's not a big achievement. There's all kinds of 1200s who are 1200 FIDE and 2400 on here. I could be 2400 blindfold. I don't understand why your rating's not higher, honestly, someone on sound. Like, I think you should be able to make it to 2400. He's always been like 23 something. In rapid, he's been 2400 a lot. It's my draw repertoire. The draw repertoire shouldn't be played here. Bishop d7. God, I'm so pissed. God. He reached a drawn position from that shitty position. Down, I mean, you know, you just get outplayed the whole game and you just don't care and you save it. It's like unbelievable. I really try to play chess and I just get flagged. It's unbelievable. In 10+5. He doesn't need any increment. He was basically playing without any time at the end. The 5-second increment, I'm using my 5-second increment, he just moves instantly. How is he 2190 in bullet? I mean, I could be 2400 in bullet. You should be like 2600 in bullet. Like, seriously. If I can be 2400 in bullet, and the guy is that much faster than me, he could be 2600 in bullet. It's just very strange. I get this a lot too, where people play better when they have no time. Well, Pandaro knows the theory of the Marazzi. Most people don't. No, I'm so angry. I really tried to put my heart into the game, and like I outplayed him. And then he equalizes and wins in a lost position. Well, Queen D2 is not fashionable. The big trend, actually F3 is not fashionable. The big trend in the Marazzi is to play either H3, yeah, like H3 here, or Queen C2. I don't know. It may be a little overrated. This is an unusual move order. What you're doing now, Rook F, C1 right away. Just doing the Marazzi moves be boring. I'm so angry I lost. I don't have enough intensity and time pressure. I've been talking a lot about this with some people lately. You failed to play B3. You're a failure. I mean, what does omitting B3 really do? You know, it lets me play A4, but should I go for it? I mean, I don't have any reason why I have to. Someone on sound, I'm sorry you're not playing in these things. Move 11 as well. Your own A3 Arsenal fan left. I don't get what happened with Schumacher, where he left mid-game. You know, what the hell, dude? What? It says Schumacher's online now. Oh no. A3. But I wonder if like you're somehow like finessing me here. No. You're finessing you. Queen B2. There was one variation where Queen B2 is a move. I was showing it to move 11. I had this game with the Slovakian Grandmaster Miklos Manik last week in the same variation, and he like made the wrong move. And looking it up after the game, there was this very strange position where white plays Queen B2 into the diagonal. I have never seen that happen. Like I played like hundreds and hundreds of Marazzis. I've never had an instance where my opponent played their queen on D2 to B2 with the G7 bishop on the board. It's just an unbelievable idea. But it's something obviously a computer came up with that, you know, pre-computer era no one would have ever considered. Alright guys, I'm going to be right back. Sorry guys, when you gotta go, you gotta go. I can play the Marazzi, you know, in time pressure. That's no problem. I didn't eat. Oh, did I play the St. George or Piers? Sorry. I used the wrong shampoo today, guys. Sorry, my hair is just not enough body. You just caught me during my Kraken period. Pandaru. Normally I mix up a lot of stuff. I felt like having a glass of wine because I'm like depressed now. I can't open this. That loss to Aldisto really set me off. I seem to have some kind of problem with time. This is the hardest bottle of wine I ever had to open. It even doesn't have a real cork. Oh, it is. Alright. No, I don't have ADD. $95. Yeah, you're like Slovakian Grandmaster. This move should be accompanied with a draw offer. Don't do that though. That's Sun Prism's thing. Unfortunately, my queen is protected. Alright. No, it's not so easy. I played the Marazzi for a win against lower rated players. I have a better score than with the Kraken. It's not easy, but you can do it. Now, how bad is this cheap wine? Is the question. Chianti. Cheap wine. And by the way, like, you know, if you guys watch my stream and become a regular, don't like ghost me, you know. Don't be like Nedog. Start coming to the stream, become a regular part of the family, and then just stop coming. That's just this, man. I even made Nedog a moderator. And now he just doesn't come to the stream at all. You should demod him. Unbelievable. Why is the clock not running? That's weird. Why is the clock not running on my stream? That was weird. It like paused. That's the internet. I've had 2 chess students ghost me. More than 2, really. Several. 3. At least 3. Well, it's not so bad. You know, you ghost your, you know, significant other, but you don't ghost your chess streamer. There's no reason to do that, you know? Why do you do that? Alright, folks. Hey. Unusual Marazzi here. We've had a few games with Oleg Krivonosov before. How about ops color bishops, bro? It's a draw. Right? All ops color bishop games are draws. I'm looking forward to actually having a drink with you one day. Oh, then you'll know you're stuck with me for life. That's what you say to the ladies. Mr. Coffee, too. I'm looking forward to having a mushroom vape with Acerbate. So he doesn't drink alcohol, which I respect. That's fine. Mushroom vape is fine. Sludgy Khan. Queen D2. Sludgy Khan 4. We'll invite Kanye West. Speaking of Kanye West, did you guys see that Andrew Tate got rearrested in Romania today on a British warrant? Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Wow, you overlooked a slight problem. I've been known to miss c5 on occasion. Knight takes e4, c5, rook takes c5. British warrant from some British law firm. They got 4 clients lined up. Andrew Tate is legally a dead man. Even if he's not like criminally like convicted, they're gonna get him with the money. Who knows? Although British law is like different. I don't know. But anyways, at least some good things happen in the world. Back to tournament. Okay, so you blundered. Aldisto's still playing. Rip Aldisto's opponent. It's an all-German matchup. Why does Aldisto have so little time? By the way, is Wellen Sitic like... he doesn't have like a perfect score, does he? Is he taking... There's the 2 bishops, I told you. What did I tell you guys about Aldisto and the 2 bishops? It sounds like a story. But this guy's looking kind of scary. I mean, 21-38, joined the team. Could he be suspicious? Could be. It's all German, so he's an actual German. That's a good sign. Looks human by his stats. But you never know what you're going to get on the internet. He sent me a message. It was like, oh no, in German. Team Wellenstedt games playing tourney, can you? That's weird. Does he have his own team? Team Wellenstedt? He does. Team Wellenstedt tourney. He's with Cobra 11. So maybe he's friends with Cobra 11. But man, he's got an awful big time advantage there. Honestly, like Pandaru, I have a good score with Marazzi. You know, I wouldn't play it if I didn't. Marazzi's hard to play. You know, honestly, I'm hesitant to recommend a Marazzi for people under 2,000. What I'm wondering is, why does Wellenstedt have such a time edge against Aldisto? Now, it's one thing if your position's okay, but he's got him like on position end time. How did that happen? Six pawns each. Aldisto slightly overextended. But Aldisto just like killed me on the clock. And now suddenly he doesn't have any time. Where did his time go? Is this like... You can't berserk in a Swiss. How does Aldisto have no time? Did he like come 5 minutes late to the game? This is really weird. I can't see the time history. Now he just straight up blundered a fork. All in. I think both sides are all in here. But it looks like White's in serious trouble. Though he does have skills. As you saw against me, Aldisto saved a nearly lost position. Despite being, you know, both of us in time pressure. Black just trained himself on that d-pawn. That seems like a good idea. Because the d-pawn is potentially very dangerous. I think Black needs to be aware of that here. Be very careful to blockade. Oof. That's pretty accurate, dude. Aldister just got smacked by this guy. He's fully lost. You know, on the one hand, it's good to know that Aldister is capable of losing. But on the other hand, I don't like, you know, a 21-38 coming in and like beating everybody. It can be like kind of suspicious. Let's go back to the chess Dodo Arena and check this guy's games. No, he had let's see. He had a bye, he had a win against Round the Clown. Remember, that was a drawn king and pawning game, so it wasn't anything suspicious. And then the other game was another draw. He actually drew with Sung Prism. So what's up, man? What happened to Aldister here? Where did his time go? You know? Where did Aldister's time go? And his position and stuff. Did Aldister blunder in the opening or something? There must have been a terrible blunder. Oh, Summon Unsound, you're responsible for this. Aldister is now playing your song. He used to play... No, Sun Prism's very, very tough to play against. Aldister used to play a different line against the Kraken. He was playing Knight F3. But I mean, he doesn't normally play this line, is what I'm saying. So, he doesn't have tons of experience like you. He just like had to struggle to get his pawn back and equalize, and then he's got no advantage. But I don't know about the time situation. Maybe this was a mistake. This is what you get for playing a sound attack. Suddenly it's not so easy to defend f7. Oh my god. I think at this point Black has to be realistic with himself and have a serious conversation about whether we're gonna like not let this get out of control and like lose. Maybe Black has to suck it up and accept that this might end in a draw at this point. Be careful. I guess King H8 is probably the best move. But, yeah, I mean, we're losing the exchange there. That's alright, I guess. But now f7 is a problem. So you gotta be careful. I guess rook d7. And it looks like Aldister is going to salvage the draw. Probably it's a draw. It's not an easy draw, though. I preferred... Yeah, no, this makes sense. Maybe this is the best defense for Black. Rook d7 is, like, forced. Bishop takes f8. Opposite color Bishop's White still has losing chances. But it should be equal. I mean, okay, not equal, but anyway. Like, the chances to draw here are very high. You're down one pawn, opposite color bishops. Are we allowed to type moves here? Well, as long as it's not like directly making suggestions about the current position. Yeah. Black had a win. I mean, Black was totally winning before. I really hope he doesn't lose, you know. Inexperienced players tend to be weaker in the endgame. And Aldister swindled me. But this position looks unwinnable for White. Famous last words. I blundered and lost against Aldister. Up a pawn in a winning position. Because he had me on time. But here he's like been behind on time the whole time. Like, where did his time go, you know? 40-second move. You busting the engine again. Rook d4, double attack. Who would have thunk it? What do you do? Win a pawn there? You're swiping a pawn. Huh. It's a nice trick. See, I have ADD or something, and I can't focus on multitasking. So I don't see one-move tactics and stuff like that. I can't think strategically and tactically at the same time. I realized today that's my problem. Oh my god. Black resigned. Congratulations, Audisto. Nice victory. Another one. The guy hung a rook here. I assume this is a mouse slip. This was a mouse slip? No, he was just like protecting his pawn. Jeez, that's horrible. I mean, well, inexcusable because Wellen had 3 minutes and a pawn up and really no losing chances. Actually, rook d4 check. I mean, I don't know if he made a mouse slip, intended to play rook d4 and dropped it on d5 by accident, or just didn't see. But I mean, you don't want to play passively in a ops color bishop ending anyway, so I would say play rook d4. Is there a mating attack? I doubt it. Like rook d4 check, king f5, rook takes h4, check. Okay, this doesn't look fun, but I don't think that black is in any danger of losing. It's a draw. So Audisto with a second undeserved victory. It is what it is. Well. Alright. Morales is playing. Oh my god. Dude, the bishop on e3 is hanging? Oh no. Poor Snitsteg. Actually, Snitsteg is a slimy defender, normally. This is a good matchup. I would say Morales is 100 points underrated, at least. So they're realistically like very close in strength. Maybe Morales has a higher propensity to like panic or blunder and time pressure, but overall I think Sensei and Morales pretty close in absolute strength. So it's a good game. I don't know how many times these guys have faced each other. Man, what about the king and pawn in game, huh? That's mate, right? You can't do a king and pawn in game. Black will get mated. Risky business. What are we thinking about here? We can't queen. Oh my god, he's gonna lose on time. I can't watch. You guys are worse than me with the losing on time shit. It's a complicated position, you know. You can play b7, but you can't queen it. So you're like stuck. After b7 check, king b8, bishop d6 check, king a7. It's like a weird position. I guess you could play bishop e5. You should just, yeah. No, you should just like check, and take on e5. It looks like. It's probably equal. It is. And that's the line. Morales, like, you know, he couldn't decide what to do. Yeah, this is the best. I assume this is maybe like a draw or something, but the engine actually thinks white's better, even though you're down the exchange. Tough game, guys. Decided by time pressure. See, so even 10 plus 5 is ultimately decided by time. And people play bullet chess, and I ask myself this question: what the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? Why am I the only streamer who like hates bullet chess? You know, we need to create like a union or something. Because honestly, like if 10-5 degenerates into nonsense, if 90 plus 30 degenerates into nonsense, then what the heck is the point of like playing, you know, 2 plus 1 or 1 plus 0 or whatever? You know, 3 plus 0. You just save the time you waste. It's all the same shit, right? I love 8-hour time controls. I want to go back in time to 1992 when I played Walter Brown, that 8-hour game. We can't bring back adjournments. Well, you could bring back 8-hour games. The problem with 8-hour games that I could like go to my hotel room during the game, like take a shower and come back to the board with 40-2, 20-1, sudden death 1. I remember this tournament in Venezuela where I was playing. Dude, no joke. I had never seen anyone do this in my life. The Canadian Grandmaster, Alex Lesiege. Dude, I had to do a double take. I went in the bathroom. During the round, Lesiege was shaving in the bathroom at the tournament hall. I kid you not. I have never in my life, like with like I don't think it was an electric razor. I don't remember. No, he was like lathered up and... I'm serious. I couldn't believe it. I was like, dude, you're playing a game in classical chess and you're in the bathroom shaving now? My opponent is in the bathroom all the time. Oh, he's shaving. Alright, Sensei. I got to admit, like, I never cheated, but I think I had to go to my hotel room during the game before for something, to get something. Back in the day, before, like, phones and stuff. I like 1c3, Antonio. I played that against Grandmaster Prohashka. I used it against the FIDE Master. I have 1.5 out of 2 with it, at least. No disrespect. You got suspicious of Donaldson? Back in the day, ICTs, like, I used to, like, walk around, go to the bar. I mean, with Donaldson, I don't know him too well. He has a good reputation, so... Never heard anything bad about John, but, you never know. You can never trust anybody, but... Someone asked me the other day if anyone's ever cheated against me over the board, and I honestly can't say... Yeah, Donaldson is a theoretical expert, so... He probably needs to cheat less than most people. But some people, you can never be too rich. You have... I do recall going into my hotel room on at least one occasion where I could have cheated, but obviously I didn't. There was no rules even against it, technically. If we go back to like the 90s, there was nowhere posted a rule like you couldn't leave the board and go wherever. When I used to play at the Hungarian Chess Federation, I would leave the playing hall and then go outside the building, go downstairs, and then cross the street and go buy beer and come back. So I would go beer shopping during the game while I was playing in a GM tournament. I would buy a couple of beers and bring them back to the tournament hall and secretly drink them in the smoking room while it was my opponent's time, or even my time. But I honestly didn't play much between 2011 and 2015, which I would say was really, if you think about it, 2011, 2015, you had the Sebastian Feller, you had a lot of people really start to try to cheat, the Bulgarian guy, that gave Lugi the technology they got from the aliens. I'm on my autopilot here because it's like a Schieber-Spieler variation. What I'm trying to get to is like I have never, in 2,000 plus tournament games, really seriously suspected an opponent of cheating. It's kind of crazy, but because I didn't play much between 2010 and 2015, I feel like that was the period where maybe the most cheating took place, because people's like guard was down, but it was becoming more pronounced. So I feel like I kind of missed the most cheating period. Brian Smith told me he was extremely suspicious of several opponents in like East Coast tournaments between 2010 and 2015. But I think then like more people started like taking it seriously and cracking down. But surprising. I'm surprised I've never suspected someone. I guess I'm just too weak, Nobody needs to cheat against me. I was talking about this kind of structure with Mr. Coffee. If I could keep the current structure, I would maintain some kind of advantage, but my pieces are kind of too passive. What am I going to do? Nevertheless, what am I going to do? My bishop is attacked. I mean, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to move my bishop anyway, he took with the knight, so. Unless you want to go Shah Grover and give up the bishop or something like that, like knight c4, knight d3, queen d3. I noticed this weird, one of my opponents from, you guys really think I have ADD? One of my opponents from the GM tournament, the Indian Grandmaster Grover, when I analyze people's games, like in preparation for them, I'll sometimes pick up like weird sort of patterns. I noticed that he had no problem like giving up bishop for knight or vice versa, or he seemed very very comfortable playing with knights or bishops, whatever. A lot of people are kind of obsessive about it. So if I played knight c4 here, most people like snap the bishop off and be happy, but I'm not sure. After knight c4, knight d3, queen d3, I still have a sort of central superiority. What do I do? Do I play bishop back? And what about the knight on e5? I mean, that's not a strong piece. How am I going to deal with that knight at e5? Let's be creative, I say. Let's be creative and argue that our bishop sucks anyway, and the knight on c4 is a great piece. So let's check after the game what evaluation of this move is like. Outside the box. What an exciting opening this game was, huh? I mean, Snetsek often plays the modern, and I never had a really like sharp line against the modern. Typically, I would play classical Pierts with white, which is kind of, a little bit not so poisonous. Against a modern defense, I would just like kind of play like it was a classical Pierts mostly. Once I got beat by Sebe Attila in a rapid tournament where he had 2 minutes to my 10, that was really embarrassing on an analog clock. You know how embarrassing it is to lose? I mean, even if he is a grandmaster, I mean, it's embarrassing to lose to somebody where you're getting like 10-2 time odds and you're white. Like, talk about, Jesus, dude, queen h4. Queen h4 on the board. I can't believe you didn't take my bishop. I thought about queen h4. You know, and it makes a certain amount of sense, but I think it's kind of flashy. Smoke and mirror kind of stuff. White has absolutely no problems in this position. Ultimately, black may not have problems. That's really our issue. White is better because... Anybody? Fill in the blank. White is better because... Anyone? White has the superiority in pawn center. The powerful, great Wizard of Oz on e4. It is not to be underestimated. What if I were to play the insane g3 now? What could possibly go wrong? g3. I came up with a new theory today that when you're tired, this is not very deep, but it's still interesting to think about. When you have sleep deprivation, or you have a hangover, or you're tired, your fear factor kind of goes down, like your self-preservation instinct. That's why I lost my game on Sunday. I played more recklessly than I normally would because I had 3 hours of sleep when I normally get 7 or 8. And I realized that it's like an animal. Like, imagine if you take like a guinea pig and you don't give them enough sleep. You like do a scientific experiment with like guinea pigs in the wild. Take your guinea pigs and then deprive them of sleep, you know. And then the study group of guinea pigs who are deprived of sleep, and then a study group of guinea pigs who are not deprived of sleep, you know. And then put them out in the wild and watch the results, you know, because the guinea pigs who are deprived of sleep are going to get picked off by predators like way more often. Guaranteed. Deep? Is that deep? I came up with this theory myself. Guinea pig predator theory. Ooh, Queen H3 is so scary. I'm the guinea pig and the opponent is the predator. I don't get it. Like, what are you threatening? Oh, knight g4. Okay. Bishop g4. You got me. Hey, nice game. Alright, you got me. You get an award for the macho moves. I'm beginning to wonder about black's position. Now, look at that. Hello? Is that really a centered square for your queen? I'm trying to prove a point here, in case anybody... Well, more than one point, which are unrelated. There's the guinea pig point, and my pawn on e4 gives me an advantage point. These two things are not connected necessarily. So if you forcibly like deny guinea pigs enough rest, they'll be more susceptible to being like gobbled up by predators. Which is what happened to me on Sunday. I normally have a very, very finely tuned sense of danger, and if you get me hangover or sleep deprived or whatever, or sick, you know, maybe sick and tired, old, we get picked off. And I did this move, and I showed everybody on the stream that I just don't think I would have done under normal circumstances. And I remember like sitting there and being like, oh man, you know, I like this move. This is ballsy. And I just got destroyed. So your perception is different. One man's This is ballsy, is another man, that's insane, you know? Right, Mr. Coffee? I played the move and I was proud of it, and I stood up, I was like, looking at the board, like, oh yeah, that's a good move. And then slowly it dawned on me that I was suffering from delusions of grandeur. But had I been 100%, you know, I think I would realize that said move was borderline insane, and left me in a position where I'm fighting for my life if I'm lucky, you know. Sensei, but very instructive position here. You know, what did he do? He was all macho, the macho with the queen, and mighty knight on e5, but what's happening now? This is all white. The dude is in real trouble now. Now, Aldisto would flag me off somehow from this position, but I think that objectively black is... Yesterday I had a game with my Smurf account. I was killing this guy, and the same thing happened with Aldisto. I just collapsed. When I'm like rushed and I don't have time, I start to make mistakes. But this position also... So let's say slimy, maybe he can save it, but it looks real bad. Like, what is black's queen doing on e6? The knight on e5 is a great piece, but how long is it going to be a great piece if I can kick it with f4? And then I have this powerful pawn on e4 that black is having trouble, like, even... Holy shit, dude. g5. Wow. That's... See, that's desperation. It's almost too good to be true. What the heck is going on? Am I hanging my queen? This move is too good to be true. But I don't think I should hesitate. You know, I think I have to strike now. Bishop's attacked, pawn's attacked, g5's attacked. If I wait, you know, he could knock it out with the bishop on c8. What's up, guys? ICTs, Mr. Coffee. Guys, please support the stream. World Senior Teams, Krakow, July 1st. I'm broke. Hungarian Tax Office, IRS, real estate. Queen f6 is a good move. Here we go. Aldisto take two. But I have f4. Oh man, really, like, screaming tourists. Do we need that? Knight takes g7 was my plan, but I underestimated. Oh, I missed the tactic. Imagine that. Me. F4. Let's just go crazy. I know this is bad for my health, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, the main point is, like, if he takes an f5, I take on e5. So he has to do something, you know. I'll send more money to you next night. I appreciate it, Arbrenton. That's great. I can't ask any more from you. Oh, what's up? I'm sorry you couldn't play tonight. Or are you playing? Did you late and join? You can't late join after round 4. You can't late join after halfway through these Swisses, right? Somebody had a match tonight. I think it was someone else. Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. I can't afford to play chess because I'm a chess professional. I'm a chess semi-professional. So actually, competing in chess is like a hobby. My actual job is teaching chess. I want to say playing, but all right. I play f4. We're keeping off of f3. But the situation has changed slightly. Damn, he has this move tactically. Very accurate tactical player. So pawn takes e5, queen g6 check. Now his bishop's hanging, but he has very strong response there. So I have to take. And now the situation is not so clear. Because I have my bishops have white man's disease. Not what I really anticipated when I went into this variation. You had a match last night. Okay, you won. Congratulations. My team, you know what's kind of lame about the Hungarian team, and maybe all teams, but you get like halfway through the season, and my team is like in the middle of the league, and we have no chance of relegation and no chance of advancement. So you're like, it almost feels like you have no reason to even play. Like it's sort of a flaw in the system, I would say. I mean, individual games, I'm only playing because I'm paid like a very nominal sum to play, but honestly, the f5 pawn, really, I can't afford to lose that at this juncture. But this is a disappointment. There's an outside chance to sacrifice a pawn here. This has got to be wrong. This is a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, he's sneaky. He's going to flag me or slime me in time pressure. 74 bullet games, 1,800, wow. 1,800 blitz. That's a really large differential. 300 points between blitz and rapid, bro. Kind of excessive. Normally 200 would be kind of the max. Alright. But we're probably good now. He had to play queen takes f5. I don't know why he didn't. Not literally had to, but I thought he should have. It's a really large differential between Sensei's ratings. Bishop h6. That's not a good move. Are you sure? Interesting. Comical. But wait, if I move my king, you take my bishop. If I move my bishop, you take my king. Alright. That's pretty amazing, dude. Pretty amazing. This is weird. I mean, he's 1764 in bullet, 1878 in blitz. And then in time pressure, he's like God. And he's swindled me a number of games. Seriously, why is your blitz rating so low? Jeez. Yeah, not like you. Worse. This is exaggerated. I mean, 1878 in blitz. And no bullet games. And he's like uber fast. How can that be possible? You have another account where you play bullet all the time? He's like super fast when he needs to be super fast. Where is that coming from? You know? You ask yourself, how is he so freaking good at defending with increment time situation. It's kind of weird, no? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's even freakish, I would say. It's like I'm playing, yeah, look at that. Oh, what a move. Wow, what a surprise. This looks familiar. No? And how do you see everything so instantaneously and you're 1700, dude? I would totally be suspicious of this account. I mean, how can you be 1700 and like play like God, like in time pressure, when you have to and you get down low on time? I mean, I normally like sensei, but this is a bit much, dude. Like, how do you do that? Like, you get down to no time and you're playing like God with the time pressure? What is that about, bro? This puzzle's 2600? Of course I find it suspicious. How can you be so good at time pressure and be 1800 in blitz? It doesn't make any sense. Jesus Christ, dude. Did you see how well he played in time pressure there? It doesn't make sense, bro. The same one move trick. It's crazy, dude. You're totally lost, and then you start playing like God. It's exactly like I was playing all this though, but he's 2400. What the fuck, man? G takes f4, G takes f4, bishop takes f5, best move, engine. E takes f5, 97, engine number one move. King h8. King h8. Bishop h6, dubious. And then 95. Well, yeah, I thought it was over, it's not. But I mean, who's like 1800 in bullet and defends like that? Whatever, dude. That's why people don't want to play 10+5 time controls of this nature. Because everybody becomes suspicious. But how can you possibly be 1800 in blitz, dude? You're 2600 in puzzles. There was this guy yesterday I saw who was 3500 in puzzles. Blitz statistics. View the games. You what? Impressive if legit. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't trust anybody anymore. I mean, how the fuck are you 1878 in blitz? You know? It's totally suspicious. It's out of control. Like, you were outplayed the whole game, and then you magically outplay me, like, with perfect moves when you're down to your increments. I mean, it's a little bit much, you know, honestly. Most people would be, like, getting nervous and playing worse in time pressure, not playing better, you know? It's a little bit weird, dude. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't trust anybody. But the ratings are so suspicious. It's even worse than you. I mean, why are you 21? You're 2146 rapid and 1878 in blitz. 200 points is one thing. This is beyond that. That's 270 points higher in rapid than in blitz. That means that you should be worse in time pressure, not better, you know? It doesn't make tons of sense, dude. But anyway, like nice perfect play, like when you got down to your increments. Very impressive. Exactly like the other game. I'm human when we get to increments, but the other players are not. You know, it's very strange how that works. It's just kind of pissing me off, you know. And let's see his other games. Morales, same against you. Perfect play at the end. No, he lost to you. You were crushing him. You were crushing him, yeah. You won against him. So I don't understand. Why are you complaining? Wait, he lost one game. No, you lost to him. Oh, so you lost against him too. I misunderstood now. Oh, that was against you. Oh, you're totally winning. And so he busts out the engine when he's plus minus 7.2? I don't think so. No, your game is worse. Your game is like... It's beyond... That's beyond explanation, man. I mean, you're plus 7 and you have a minute to 30 seconds. This was an unbelievable game. But it's true, like, you know, maybe he plays like perfectly in time pressure. I mean, it is kind of weird. You know, he plays really badly until he gets in time pressure, and then he starts to play perfectly. It's like plus 7 for white, right? Now black has 30 seconds. Top move. We're not seeing, you know, necessarily engine moves, but black's play is so fast, you know. He's only using like 2 seconds a move. Best move. Best move. You know, he's playing like engine moves instantaneously. Knight takes d5, knight c4 check. I mean, you're very accurate when you get low on time, aren't you? You know, your play is way better than the rest of the game. That's kind of weird. I agree, Morales. I mean, his play is extremely good when he gets low on time. It's almost impossible, you know. Why do you play so much better when you have no time than when you actually have time? I mean, this doesn't make tons of sense, you know. But the 1800 rating is very suspicious. At least Audisto has like, you know, 2300 in Blitz. Oh, great. Alright, an unknown quantity. I've already lost 2 games. No, I mean, the thing that bothers me is people like that they're playing better when they have no time than when they have time. You know, that's very strange, you know. His accuracy with the clock down is very high. No, the guy left the game. I'm 2600 in Blitz, or 25, and Sensei is 1800. And so naturally, when we get low on time, he completely outplays me, right? That makes sense. At least Audisto is like 2300 in Blitz. This guy played 1 move and then left the game. Are you serious? Alright, Iranian internet. It may not be his fault. You think most people are genuinely good. Yeah, ICTs, that's why he's 1800 in Blitz. Obviously. Because 1800 in Blitz on the site is like approximately 1100 FIDE. objectively like 1,200 FIDE. He gets bored if... Oh, yeah. I get bored when I play GMs and I don't have a lost position. That's basically what you're saying. Bro, I'm an international master. I peaked out at like 1,900 in the world or something. I don't know what. Him playing against me is like me playing against a GM. Or a strong GM. So are you trying to tell me like I get bored when I play a Grandmaster and then I wake up and I start to play well? I'm just happy to play a Grandmaster, man. I'm intense from the beginning. It's a little strange, you know. You're like paired up against a much stronger player. That argument might work against like if he's playing like a weak player or something. But not when he's playing someone who's much higher rated. Rook A2 is like the first active move of the game. Are you talking about a different game? Maybe you're talking about a different game. I don't know. So my opponent just you're talking about the Audisto game. You're talking about the other game, dude. I'm talking about this game. Yeah, dude, that was a different game. It was another player, you know. It's a completely different situation. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, but I mean, he's 2,400. He's probably 2,100 FIDE. And the things you're saying might apply there. But not this player who's like 1,800. Did the same thing, you know. He's 1,800 blitz. Why is he playing like perfectly in time pressure suddenly? Whereas in the rest of the game, he played badly or average. You know? I don't know. I mean, I'm just angry because I lost. No one ever, like, cheats or anything. But every game is the same story. I'm totally winning. Yeah, no. Dude, you're out of your depth. Not enough information. No, this is a player I've played like many times, and I don't think they're super young. No, I don't know, you know. I think that people like oftentimes may want to cheat in streams because they look good or something like that. I don't know. They're more motivated to cheat here because other people are watching them play and stuff like that. I understand if it's like a master level player who may have been like not trying hard at first, but not an amateur. I'm playing a game now. I'm not going to get started with this. All right, we're not doing that. I'm not looking at the chat, dude. You're not going to suck me in. No, I'm not following the game drama. Sorry. You're not a Smith Mora fan, are you? All right, knight c6, c4. Knight c6, c4. Knight c6, c4. No, not interested in game dramas or any kind of dramas. Sorry, I don't really like dramas. I'm more into like sci-fi and horror. You know. I'm not into dramas or romantic comedies. Pin drop silence. I just realized I can play pawn takes pawn. And it's probably bad. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn. Wow. Bishop b1. Rook b1. I think I messed up with knight f6. Like, my move order is bad. Though, should it be that big of a deal? I think this is okay. I'm having trouble focusing. Maybe I do have ADD. No, don't. No, don't. A budding e-girl streamer. Just chess girl streamers, and I don't like those either. Don't distract me, man. I just lost 2 games. I mean, come on. Can we focus on chess here? I'm already in a bad mood. Late A3. Yeah, what's up with this? Now do I take? I basically invented this variation. Almost. I reinvented it. Alright. Pawn takes pawn. Knight b5. Rook c8. Yeah, why can't I do this now? Today I was checking, like, why am I irritated by everything? The internet was like, if you go into rage, if you have rages because, like, you're irritated with stuff, you might have a problem. I don't go into rages. I'm just, like, mildly irritated by everything, you know? I'm like, wait, no, I don't have a problem with, like, raging. You know, I find everything, like, mildly irritating. You can't like Google that, you know? What does it mean if you find everything mildly irritating? Like, probably you haven't slept enough. Okay, you have sleep deprivation. Alexa. No, I don't have, like, explosive anger disorder or whatever. Did I ever tell you guys how much I hate the C3 Sicilian and the London system? See, now my opponent, Ali Reza GM, rated 2284. Let's see what his blitz rating is. 2214. See, he's not like Snedsteg, who's 1850 blitz and 2300 rapid, or whatever. This is a normal distribution, you know? 21 something bullet, 2200 blitz, 2300 rapid. That's normal. My queen is unmovable. Almost. Knight takes d4. Rip Stefan Christiansen. Helgi Olsen told me this, like, Icelandic grandmaster died. Stefan Christiansen, who I lost to in, like, 2009 in the C3 Sicilian. The guy was pretty young. Apparently he, like, I don't know, I guess he got really into poker, but then he got, like, destroyed by drugs or something. Knight b takes d4. I don't really want to do that, do I? Knight takes e4. I think I have ADD. The weird thing is I never had ADD before. I mean, you get, like, adult onset ADD. I mean, people are adults and they don't get diagnosed with ADD. And then I never had ADD when I was younger. I'm just, like, getting it now. Is that like possible? To not have ADD and just, like, get it as an adult? That's what I want to know. He insta-moved knight takes d4. He might have ADD too. Maybe we both have ADD. Jesus. He just really wants to sacrifice that g2 pawn. Well, Chess Lover and ICTs are here. Are you sure you guys are not related? What am I gonna do now? I think I need that, this looks slow. Masks. Dude, I played 20 poker tables at the same time. I mean, the symptoms of ADD are supposed to be, like, having trouble multitasking. I mean, I don't know, Mr. Coffee. I think playing like 20 poker tables at the same time. I guess it's not really multitasking when it's the same thing. That's true. 20 things of the same thing isn't really multitasking necessarily. I don't know, man. I never had any kind of suspicion by anybody all through my whole like youth that I might have ADD. And then someone suggests this to me, but I mean, I don't know, man. I think I'm just like fucking stressed out. I beat Ali Reza GM in a game. Apparently, somehow, at some point. But I don't really love my position. I have a great position, said someone. I don't know about that theory. No, honestly, Mr. Coffee, when we were kids. Yeah, I mean, maybe not diagnosed, but someone would notice something. I didn't ever struggle in school. I don't know. Just sounds like... Alright, that move finally is something that doesn't look... I agree, like, at a later time, ADD became, like, overdiagnosed. Okay, this guy's kind of freaking me out now. What I need is to, like, lose a third game to someone who played suspiciously, but I don't know anything about this count. I don't know. Did I tell you guys that I hate the C3 Sicilian? Jesus Christ. If knight takes e4, I have that? But I don't have ADHD. Alright, we're talking about just regular attention deficit disorder. I have no, ADHD is a ADD with hyperactivity. Well, I don't have hyperactivity at all. Just, no. Dude, it's attention deficit disorder with hyperactivity is ADHD. That's what the H is for. No, I studied psychology. I mean, I know a little bit, but my question is more like, can you really like develop it in adulthood? I'm not thinking it was masked. You're saying what? Who said White has allowed to play now? I think he blew his play. Arsenal fan was angry. I didn't argue with him enough. So he was bored and left. So it's an outdated term. Yeah, but I don't have any kind of hyperactivity, you know. It's possible I have trouble concentrating and focusing, but I do not have. I have zero hyperactivity. So, Child Mind Institute is perfect for me, man. Knight takes f5. Knight takes f5. Yeah, I looked at all this shit. I would have to play knight d7 at one point. But Mr. Coffee, what age were you diagnosed with it? And then, like, everybody I meet, like, it's like a cult. Everybody I meet who has ADD wants to, like, induce you into the cult. You know, they're like, oh, you have it too. We've been injected with alien DNA. Like 3 years ago? Like, since you started being the moderator? Jesus. Man, it just added to the collection of shit I've been diagnosed of. No, I mean, I was diagnosed by an amateur who wants me to be in the cult. It's kind of like you know, I don't know. I'm skeptical. I don't think I really have ADD, but it's something I never considered, you know. The other thing is, like, should I take with the king here? Maybe not. Like, I can castle, and maybe castling is a useful thing to do. Damn, dude. Bishop G5. Whoa. Easy. Yo, Nuki. In Hungarian, Nuki means, like chill. Dude, chill out. Bishop G5. Down, Fido. And he's like 3 minutes ahead of me on the clock. Jesus Christ. I'm terrible at defending, by the way. I'm known as a terrible defender, but this guy has some serious aggression issues. Bishop E7, knight F5, no, takes, check, king F6, knight D6, rook C7. Yeah, alright. I'll do this. Knight takes E6. Ah, it's an engine. Oh shit. He has knight takes E6. I didn't see it. Nice computer, bro. He's not a computer. He didn't find knight takes E6. The computer would have played knight E6. I even saw it, man. Wow, thank you for not being a computer. I'm serious. Ali Reza GM. I salute you for not being a computer, because computer would have found that tactic. Or if you're not being a computer, to be less suspicious, maybe? Am I lost yet? See, that's totally not my problem, Mr. Puffy. Totally not. That's why I never thought I had ADD. I have no problem focusing on one thing at a time. You know, that's like a classic kind of ADD. But I have trouble, like, motivating and focusing in general, maybe, lately. I always, like, assumed I don't have ADD because I'm a good chess player, relatively good chess player. I could always focus, concentrate, no problem. No. I think I don't know. I could be on some kind of spectrum with the like bipolar disorder or something. I'm not sure. You know, I got to talk to a health professional. It's a little late for me though. Almost dead anyway. Too late to be saved. Oh, Schieberspieler's here. Knight e6, fe6, rook e6, knight f6. Oh shit. My rook defends e7. Wow, Schieberspieler spotted the defense. I don't think the Schieber has ADD. Good to see you back, Schieberspieler. How are you? How's your life? I haven't seen you in a while. For those of you that know, Schieberspieler used to play on the stream all the time, and he's a FIDE master from here in Hungary. But we haven't seen him in a while. I know he's got school and maybe not so much time for chess these days. But that's a nice accident. His tactic didn't work. I was just lucky. If I was saved by the rook on c7, it was pure chance, boys and girls. I'm sure I'll find a way to lose. Perhaps now. Knight f7. Knight c4. No. This guy is pretty good, man. You have made a lot of contribution in embetterment of chess over the years. Embetterment. Is that a word? You graduated from university. Congratulations. But when? You went to an IM and round robin where? Scored 3.5 out of 9. Dude. What? Drop below 2300. I feel better. I mean, not to hurt your feelings, Shira Spiller, but it's good to know it's not just because I'm old. You actually made me feel better, because I'm close to the edge myself. You've been inactive, bro. You know, don't be too hard on yourself with school. You know what I mean? Don't worry. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. If you want to continue to pursue chess, you still have a lot of room, a lot of time. You're making me feel better, though. But where did you play in a tournament? Where? That's incredible. In this country, in Hungary, you played in IM round robin? I would think you'd be a serious favorite in those kind of tournaments. Wow, look at this move. Embetterment. That sounds like something that in Sombate. It sounds like something from Embetterment sounds like something from Dr. Seuss, like the Lorax. It sounds like something the Lorax would say. Embetterment. Wow, in Sombate. So what do you got? Like Attila Kish or something? I mean, Kish Attila, like an old IM. Who's playing there? Foreign players. There must have been some Slovenians or foreign players. Austrian, Slovenians. What's the deal? You lost to a girl? You got some Slovenian girls distracted you or something? What happened? Slovakia. Okay, Slovakia is not as close to Slovenia, to Sombate, but it's not that far either. The problem was that you started a half out of 3. Do you know what they did to me in the tournament here? By the way, speaking of a half out of 3, what they did to me? The so-called drawing of lots. The organizer was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like a week before the tournament, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you got the worst possible draw. You're playing the 2 top-rated players with black in the first 2 rounds." Oh, I'm like, okay, I'm used to getting fucked. It's okay. I always lose the first rounds of the tournament anyway. I mean, that's pretty brutal. You know, it's not enough to get 2 black the first 2 rounds. I have to play the 2 highest-rated players with black in the first 2 rounds. So, you're not just getting black the first rounds. You're automatically fucked. You know. And actually, both of those games I really shouldn't have lost. The tournament wasn't so bad. Honestly, I was unlucky. If there really is such a thing, I was literally unlucky in a lot of ways. But what happened on Sunday was really bad. On top of, don't be sorry with Alisto. I mean, he's been a luck box this whole tournament. Yeah, but I mean, come on. You know, you can't get a bad beat every game. So, he deserves bad luck. He's had good luck. I lost to Ferretti Eric on with white on Sunday, man. Because I was like sleep deprived and I only slept 3 hours. In the worst game, one of the worst games I've ever played. Like, it was ridiculous. Is this the bad move? Is this the bad move? Uh-oh. No, we're gonna do this. Can I do that? No, no reason to be sorry. You know, we all get bad luck and good luck. And I also had some good luck. And I'm sure he can accept getting bad luck. Yeah, that pawn needs to go. My opponent must be young. Not an endgame master yet, but he will be. But I lost to Ferretti Eric on the white side of the Leningrad Dutch. It was crazy, bro. I mean, I lost a game on the white side of a C6 Leningrad Dutch in 1992. I saw in the database. I literally have like my best statistical result against the Dutch, probably. I was really upset. I just like gave away my rating points for nothing. That hurt more than the tournament, honestly. In the tournament, I played pretty well, Schieberspieler. You know, despite the fact that I stalemate, that I had a bad score. I feel like my games were okay. You know, I didn't play any really bad games, but this was like insane what I did. I like did an insane thing because of sleep deprivation. Alireza just played great until the end game, and then he just totally melted down. That was an epic game, man. How long was this game? Like 30 minutes? Wow. Analysis board. So Schieberspieler, I think it's more important, like the quality of the games. The quality of the games you played, than the result. I know that's like hard to accept sometimes. There is such a thing as bad luck. Like a draw like that. But I really wasn't depressed until Sunday when I lost to this kid. I played like a moron, really. Average move number. Damn, look at this game. I played better. I was lost. Okay. So there was a moment where I was lost. Chess lover. Knight takes f5. You got the computer variation. Knight f5, queen f5, queen a4 check. That's the move order. Knight d7, bishop f3. Rip. And surprisingly, my openings hold up pretty well. You know, even though I consider myself probably weakest in the opening. And endgames were okay. Middle games, I'm just like... Schieberspieler, what was the time control of your tournament? Important question. Game in 90 with 30-second increment, or 90 minutes for 40 moves, and then another 30 minutes. Because my tournament was my first 90 minutes, one time control, and then no second time control. Yeah, same thing. I hate it. You know, you're faster than me, so you should probably adapt better. You should be able to adapt to the time control better than me, probably. Yeah. But I'm sorry that it's going in that direction, that we have to do that, because 2 blunders, what is this? 2 blunders, no inaccuracies? Wow. I had 2 blunders, no inaccuracies. Go big or go home. What's up the opening, though? You know, my pet variation. Where did I mess this up? 1979, Krum Gergiev, but that's the transposition. There's a game from 95. Zoltan. Have you ever heard of this guy? Zoltan Moses. Moses Zoltan against Shandor Fodre, who was a former teammate of mine. I didn't know there was a Moses Zoltan from 95. That's interesting. A little before Schieberspieler's time. You can waste any amount of time I'm given, so better to play Blitz. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to the move order. He played the delayed, anyway, it transposes. So I'm supposed to play knight c6 here. This, I practically, like, helped develop this, you know. I was one of the first people to play this. But, yeah, it makes more sense to play knight c6. I wasn't really thinking. Anyway, is the tournament over yet? Is our tournament over yet? Damn it. It's over. Oh, it was fun. So, Snedsteg wins the tournament now. He didn't have to face Audisto. Whoa. So Morales beat Audisto. That's a really weird tournament. The leader, the player who finished first, didn't face the player who finished second? Oh no, they already played in round 2. Alright, now I understand. Sorry. They already played in round 2. So Snedsteg with a mere 24-23 performance. Dude, Snedsteg, like, I don't understand, bro, how you're 1878 in Blitz. Can you enlighten us to how exactly your 1898 rating in Blitz is possible? And you're having 24-23 performance in Rapid. Audisto, also kind of underrated in Blitz. No, you did play Blitz. I mean, dude, you got 408 Blitz rated games, and you have 314 rated Rapid games. So it's not an adequate explanation. You have more rated Blitz games than you do rated Rapid games. So no, that doesn't really explain it. Okay, that's not an explanation. I mean, it in fact, it like makes it even less understandable. You know, you literally have less. You have less Rapid games than you do in Blitz, and you're 250 points higher in Rapid. Whatever, man. I mean, I'm not gonna make you explain it, but it's definitely weird, you know. Audisto performed pretty well. He was lucky against me. He was lucky, and then he wasn't lucky. He was lucky until he wasn't lucky. But he deserved at least second place. And I don't deserve any place. Like, it's embarrassing that I even got a prize in this tournament. I'll give myself a lesson, you know, for third place. It was nice to see Schieberspieler. Sorry you couldn't play, bro. But we had a good turnout. You know, Snedsteg, I don't know if you've ever won one of these tournaments before. 5 out of 6 is impressive. Audisto, 4.5. Morales robbed him. And then lost on tiebreak. To me. Yes, on the podium. Performance 23-43. At least I'm still higher rated than Schieberspieler. I was joking with a friend of mine, Schieberspieler. The secret to having a high rating is not playing anymore. Because my friend, who hasn't played in like 8 years, he's going to be like higher rated than me for the first time. Like, since, I don't know, literally, like, I'm going to go under, he's like 23-20, and I'm going to go below that. He's going to be higher rated than me for the first time since, like, 1997 or something like that, you know? So secret, Schieber, is to just not play. And it's like Ben Franklin, you know? You can save rating by not playing. Save water, you know, drink beer or whatever. Save rating points, don't play chess. You haven't applied. I just, whatever, man. I mean, I don't want to go under 2300, but I figure I should probably go to 22.99 and then try to play some like World Open. And there'll be like a prize. They have a prize in Philadelphia for like under 2,300 FIDE or something like that sometimes. I might be able to find a tournament where I would at least have something interesting to play for if I was 22.99. Okay, something to think about. Finding an open where there's an under 2,300 prize, Schieberspieler. Maybe you don't have to go to the United States necessarily to find such a tournament. I don't know. Look for a tournament where there's a prize for under 2,300. Stensteg, Augusto, Schieberspieler, Sparkle Horse, Morales in 4th place. The Clown is in 5th. Sung Prism, very solid. He likes draws. Ali Reza, Pandaro. This guy had a good start and then lost a couple games. GHM 2-0. Asterbate got himself a win in the last round. Oof. Pirate forfeited. That's ugly. He's just tired of losing to you, Asterbate. We had a grand total of 19 players. Schumacher left under mysterious circumstances. Yeah, no stream tomorrow. And I got to do my taxes. So if anybody, wants to chip in any donations to pay the IRS, I have to pay multiple tax agencies. Yeah, thanks, Schieberspieler. What's up with the cheers command? We have a cheers command. Schieberspieler, what do you mean? What's up with the cheers command? You must be thinking of another stream. What cheers command? Cheers. Hey, what's up with the cheers command? Can we get a cheers command? Oh, Mubat left us? When did we lose Mubat? Why didn't somebody tell me? It's broken? Since when? Like 2 days ago? Alright, I'll check it out. With my ADD, I don't know if I can fix it. Anyway, alright. Thank you guys for your support. Congratulations to Stensteg and Augusto and me with that very dominant performance by me. I tried to play real chess, but we have some issues with time. Have to work around it. All right, Mubat. We can maybe reinstall Mubat or something, or upgrade. All right, I'll check it out. Take care, guys. Thanks for playing. See you on Thursday for analysis stream. Great to see Schieberspieler. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Coffee. And Jeroen.